Hey, I made it to the Science Museum at Expo Park, USC, because they have the tanks here, or rockets, for the space shuttle. Right here is USC.
So that's why there's all that water there. And then there's also the equivalent of sparklers. They're out there and those light up first.
Excuse me, do you know what they call these tanks? Excuse me, do you know what these are called?
They're the rocket boosters from the space shuttle.
The rocket boosters?
You know, they went beside the space shuttle when it took off, and then they fell off once it got up.
Wow. So how did they retrieve them if they fell off?
I guess they fall in the ocean and they get them again. I guess I'm not sure.
Interesting.
You might know. Yeah, the Science Center might know.
Well, I have a question. What are they doing today?
Well, you gotta be in this.
Yeah, tell me what they're doing today.
So, the entire space shuttle stack consists of the shuttle itself that people go up in. But there's also this orange tank over here is the external tank, and that has the liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen that the shuttle main engines burn.
Oh, the orange one?
The orange tank. So the shuttle attaches to the orange tank.
Okay.
And then the liquid hydrogen and oxygen flow from there into the space shuttle main engines.
And this had the liquid oxygen in it?
No, the orange tank.
Oh,
liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen.
Okay.
And there are 3 engines on the shuttle itself. So the liquid hydrogen and oxygen flow from the orange tank into the shuttle main engines, and they burn, and that helps to send the shuttle into orbit.
Wow.
So these 2 white things that you're seeing are solid. Well, they call them solid rocket motors. It's part of the solid rocket booster. They're rockets. Basically, they're rockets. They attach to the. What are you doing?
It's a video. Otherwise, I'll never remember everything you're saying.
So the 2 solid rocket motors attach to the orange external tank, and they help give it a boost into orbit. When they first take off into launch, they ignite the 3 rocket motors in the shuttle, and then as soon as those are lit and going, then they ignite these 2 solid rocket boosters. And the solid rocket boosters give about 80 to 85% of the thrust during the first 2 minutes. And then they're out of fuel. So they release them, the parachute that comes out, and they go back into the ocean. They're recovered and reused.
Oh, so these were recovered from the ocean, huh?
Yeah, these have actually been used a number of times. I think between the 2 of them, they've been used 17 times.
17 times?
So they
Wow.
in the ocean, recovered, refurbished, reused.
Amazing.
The external tank itself is only used once. It's
Only
released,
once.
It burns up in the atmosphere and is That's the only part that is not reused.
But they recovered that orange tank from the ocean as well?
No, the orange tank falls back through the atmosphere, is burned up, and is lost. They have to build a new orange tank for every shuttle launch.
But the white tank they use again and again?
The white tanks, yeah, they're released. A parachute comes out, they fall into the ocean, they're recaptured, cleaned. They're first going to...
So he said this is the only existing external tank in existence.
Attach the shuttle to the external tank. It's going to... Actually...
So that orange tank has never been used.
I understand. But then they're going to build the building around it, and that's going to take a couple of years.
What are they doing right now? Are they cleaning it up or working on it?
Yeah, they're working on it. After the Columbia disaster, where some pieces of foam came off, they wanted to do some testing. So they wanted to use real foam from a real external tank. So they took some off of this external tank and shot it basically through, it was almost like a cannon, shot it towards a model or a mock-up of the wings to test what kind of damage it could do. So they're rebuilding, they're putting additional foam back where it didn't do, doing some additional refurbishing, and that will then this one is that there are three generations of external tank. As they got more into the process, they were able to build them lighter and lighter, and every pound they take off is another pound they can put into orbit. So the goal was to make it as light as possible. So this one was built to be used, but then with the destruction of Challenger, they put it on hold for a period, a couple of years. And during that time, they started building the third generation of external tank, which is later yet. So they never used this one, and the California Science Center was very fortunate to be able to have the only external tank. It'll be huge. It'll be 200 feet tall. They're going to build this 27-story building around it.
Somewhere? Oh, yeah. Well, that's it right there. Let's start on it. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure.
So that's the construction of the building where the space shuttle will be. So where are they going to store those white, what do they call them again?
They're the solid rocket boosters.
Rocket booster?
I guess technically these are the solid rocket motors.
Solid rocket.
Once they install it on the skirt and put the nose cone, then it'll be officially the solid rocket booster.
And where do they store them overnight?
I understand that tonight they're going to move them off to a secured area.
Wow. How much do they weigh?
I have to look that up.
I wonder if it's as heavy as that orange one.
The empty weight for each of the solid rocket boosters, the empty weight is 193,000 pounds.
193,000 pounds.
With propellers, each one is about 1.1 million pounds.
Wow.
This is
Unbelievable.
on the internet, is it? I'm serious.
Wow, you got the Endeavor hat and everything. Yeah. Oh, cool.
I got that on day one back in 2012.
Oh, in 2012 when they took it from the airport? And you said you saw them bringing this in today?
Yeah, they brought it down Figueroa and then around the corner.
What time was that?
About 8:15 this morning.
Wow. That must have been impressive. Yeah, I was here when they brought in the tank and then when they brought in the space shuttle. Look.
Take it this way, look. No. From right here? No. Stay right here. Look.
Yeah, I'm getting you with the rockets. That's what counts, the rockets today. That's not every day. You get a parrot waiting to go to outer space. Cool. Just a little bit. Look at my pins.
Just a little, just a small bit.
Ask me about Endeavor. Wow, cool. We got Stacy here. What kind of pins do you have, Stacy?
I don't have as many cool ones as you do, but
They're nice though.
this is the Presidential Volunteer Award pin.
Wow, how did you get that?
I forget how many number of volunteer hours you need to qualify to get. This is the bronze pin, and you do more hours, you get a silver. The most hours, you get a gold.
Wow, that's impressive. So you're a real good volunteer.
Yeah.
So what do you think about all this going on today?
This is amazing.
It's pretty
As
amazing.
of this morning, with the SRMs here, the solid rocket motors arriving.
SRM?
Yeah, these
Solid
are the-
rocket
these are the-
motors.
These are the motor part where the propellant is held for the solid rocket boosters. Now that they're here, the entire shuttle stack is on site.
Whoa.
So now we just have to put it all together and put it in her new home.
And the new home is right behind over
Right
there?
where this construction is happening.
And how long will that take about?
I'm not sure. I've heard 2025, 2026.
2.5 years.
2.5
Two and a
years.
half years.
And
They're saying maybe 3. It depends on the whip.
yeah, and it'll
Wow.
be the only shuttle in launch configuration with the full shuttle stack. So it'll be vertical as if it's on the launch pad.
Wow, I can't wait to see that.
We're very excited and very proud here at the California Science Center. And this was always the goal. So to see it
So it'll be up,
really coming to fruition.
straight up, standing up on top.
Yeah, it's going to be
And,
vertical as if it's going to launch off the pad.
So it'll be ready before the 28 Olympics?
Yes.
Cool.
Definitely will push to have that because, as you know, the Coliseum is right next door to us.
Oh, it
USC,
is?
Where USC Trojans play their football games, and a lot of the Olympic activities will be taking place there.
At the Coliseum, that's right.
And previous Olympics that we had here in LA, I forget what year.
84.
84. The Coliseum was used for the opening and closing ceremonies.
Yeah, I did see the track and field there at the Coliseum
Yep.
in 84.
So we're very, very excited here at the California Science Center. And it's just been amazing watching all the construction happen and the crane operators and everybody, they're just...
What time did they actually arrive here?
They were actually here, they were down on Figueroa, south of Martin Luther King Boulevard, shortly before 7 a.m. this morning. And they came all the way to us from the Mojave Desert, because that's where they had been.
Oh, so that was a long journey.
Yeah, they came across the
How did they
freeways,
get down the street?
They were on these flatbed trucks.
Okay, so it was able
and that's
to
how they got
accommodate.
here from the Mojave Desert as well, on the freeways, was on the flatbed trucks with the semis pulling them. And they have the oversized load signs and the follow cars and the chase cars.
So they didn't have to do like they did with the space shuttle and cut down trees or anything.
No. But when they did have to cut down trees for the shuttle to get through, the Science Center replanted what they had to remove. And they paid for it, and they taught the communities how to take care of it. So what they removed, they replaced.
Nice.
So it wasn't like we just took the trees and we're like, sorry. It's like, here, we're going to replace what we have to remove. So, and that's what the Science Center is all about. It's free to everybody every day of the week except for major holidays. So you can come visit us anytime. We're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's free. But you can't go through this entrance today.
Not today because of this activity, but normally these gates are open and you can get in the Science Center through these doors. But for safety reasons, of course.
Of course, you can't walk through.
We don't want anybody to get crushed by these SRMs.
SRMs.
Safety first.
Eddie here at the Science Museum at Expo Park in California. And tell me, Eddie, what were you saying about working on the shuttle?
I'm a systems engineer and I did hydraulics and oxygen systems on the shuttles.
Unbelievable. How many years did you do that?
71 to 78. Yeah.
Wow.
Then consulted in 81, 82.
Is this your book? Yes.
That's exciting.
Back to Northrop Grumman.
And you said you followed the space shuttle down the street.
Designed that jet right there.
And you helped design that jet?
Yeah.
Wow, you just do everything, Eddie. Jets, space shuttles. Wow, cool.
Well, NASA didn't pay enough, so Northrop paid better. So I went to work on jets.
So you went to work on jets, where the money was. Well, nice meeting you, Eddie.
I like
Worked on what?
on Mars rover.
The Mars rover. Oh, this is the Mars
See,
rover?
plus I was right there.
Right there's the Mars rover.
I think it should be Odyssey.
Odyssey, okay. And tell me about your other pins you have.
Marine Corps. Presidential pin
Presidential pin?
right there. And those, every year we had students come here and we had the student fair.
Uh-huh.
They did all this stuff, so I got pins for working with the students.
Here they are, all the volunteers. All these volunteers are amazing people.
Is that also Bragg? Or is that
That's down in Newport Harbor.
awesome?
Pretty cool stuff.
Do you go there
What
too
do they
as well,
do?
or just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of
What
you.
are they going to
You don't need a picture of me. I'm just a guy.
Let me hear what you said about them moving the tank. You said they're going to move it before they finish building the building?
Yeah, they're going to move everything and erect it before they finish building it. The building. Because once it's erected, these tanks are 116 feet long.
116 feet long.
So roughly, when it's all done, you will have the equivalency of it being in a 20 or 22-story building.
Wow, that's going to be tall.
Because you're going to be able to have 2 stories below the tank, so that way you can walk underneath and look at it from a perspective of looking up into the engines and looking straight up. And you're also going to be able to have a perspective at the top entering the shuttle, because they're saying that the doors of the shuttle will be open along with the cargo bay doors will be open.
Oh, so you'll be actually able to go inside of it?
I don't know whether you will. You'll be able to see it.
Okay. So yeah, this is where they're doing the construction area. And he said there's an opening.
Until they get everything erected, but it's going to be erected sometime in 2024.
2024.
Yes. But the building will not be available to the public until either 25 or 26, just before the Olympics get here. In 28, I think.
Wow, I'm excited to see that.
Because with Olympics being held next door at the Coliseum, this place is going to be open for a lot of visitors also to see a once-in-a-lifetime event, coming to see the space shuttle fully erect the way it was set as it was getting ready to launch.
Incredible.
Yep.
That's quite a process.
Yes, it is.
So the scaffolding around the tank, you said, was to do some repairs on it.
Some work on top of the tank. You see there's one guy over there right now up there.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, you see him?
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Left side by the tree.
Oh, I do see him.
Yeah.
He's working on the
They're doing
tank.
work up there on the tank. All right, well you.
Wow, look at this giant crane they have here. They're attaching it to the tank right here. I don't know, are they going to be lifting it up? Wow, looks like they might start lifting up that tank. There it goes. I guess they're gonna lift it off of the trailer to set it on the ground like this one is. So pretty soon they're going to be lifting it off of the tractor to bring it onto the sidewalk area. And might take a little while. They have to take off the straps first, apparently. They have it strapped down. So the guy's going to take off the straps. You can see the people working on the building where they're going to be storing the space shuttle. It's quite a process. Okay, they're lifting it off the carrier. They're gonna move it to the side, just like this one is. Wow. Look at that.
You're taking a video of it?
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. Hope they don't drop it. Look.
Okay, there you are.
There we are.
Jeez.
Look at the spectators. Wow, that's quite a process. They're going to be setting it down on some brackets they have on the other side. So they have cranes on each side of the tank. I think they're lowering it down. Make sure it fits perfect onto the brackets they have on the ground. There's the one crane on one side. And then here's the crane on the other side. And there they are, lowering it. Almost got it down on the brackets. All right. Looks like they did it. Great job. So it's just like those brackets you see on the other one. look what this guy found, a praying mantis. Right here at the Science Museum. Wow, he's praying for a good future. Well, that was it. They made their delivery. Wednesday, October 11th.